following presentation of the National Football League.
Six days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts.
2026 Indianapolis Colts.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. Your Monday night primetime is underway. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Well, here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Second down now, they need 7. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll fly ahead for a few. It's third down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Colts going in the dime look. Third down, 6 DBs out there. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on third down, but they chose to throw for it instead of running.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position. And it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pass play coming here. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
First down, play action. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A big play, 23 3 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First trip to the red zone for the Colts. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, check and motion.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. He's going to throw it. Brought in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Here's Genty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. On the draw, this is Gibbs. He finds his escape route to the outside, and that's good for a pickup of 6. Able to pick up 7 yards that time. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Dropping back to throw. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Extra point by Cooper is up and good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays of a game, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That finds Adams downfield. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Another Kansas City Chiefs
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And you just get the play off. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Colts get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
The Colts and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They've gotten off to the exact start they wanted, Brock, and now an early chance to pull away and get some distance on their opponents. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. He's dropping back to throw. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On 3rd down, Genty. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 13 on that play. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They go play action on first down. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Gibbs now from the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And it'll be first down Colts.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To throw here on first down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
This is Gibbs on second down. It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
They'll throw, third and long. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. He keeps this one himself. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Diggs on the tackle. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So they're left facing third and long.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Got a man. That's Nakua. They get this down to the 28. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pass play on first and 10. Running left side by Jefferson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back, he gets it, and moves the sticks.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And this one does not go far.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Now Prager on to send it away. Cordero Patterson now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the second half. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Looking in the air here. He tucks it and takes off. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll go play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. We'll air it out on 3rd. That's the line, he's going to run for it. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
And not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. It's an option left. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
From the gun on 3rd down.